Hello, hello. I like to get the chat from YouTube, so I have to wait a minute for StreamYard to catch up so I can mute YouTube. So right now, there we go. Okay, let's mute YouTube. All right, there we go. Now I can take my chat out. So how is everybody today? It's Monday morning, and one of my children is home from school. So I may have to get up and, go tend to a child here or there. But there we go. Okay, change to live chat. Hello. Okay. Hey, Mr. Pork. So, Aaron, did you see the video about how to sign up for a membership in Patreon? Because I kind of made it just for you. So, and it like seriously walks you through everything step by step. So, did you figure that out? Because I hope you did. All right, there we go. Woohoo! Oh, take my hat down. So, did you figure it out? Because it like seriously walks you through everything to do, like step by step. And if you can't figure it out from that, I don't know what to tell you. But it goes through everything. So, I twisted I have this, so my wrist, for some reason, every once in a while, I just twist it. Like, I'll just be picking something up and like, it'll go. Off it goes. So, because I don't know, there is someone with your last name in there, but I don't know if it's you signed up. So anyway, Aaron, let me know. Mr. Pork, I know you're in there. But anyway, I made a whole video how to sign up. And currently I'm in a battle with YouTube because they've taken all my money from the 1st to the 22nd, they have. And they're saying they're not giving it to me because they're refunding it to the people. However, none of the people have gotten it. So, there's like someone who gave me like $100 in like super stickers who on like the 2nd. I didn't get it. They didn't get it. Oh, I didn't know. I thought I made it in. Yes, there is one, I think. Let me look real quick. And hello, everybody. How are you? We are going to talk about some crap that it's Michael. Yeah, so that must be you. And it's let's see. Let me look again. It's a free membership right now. Is that right? Am I right? So if that's it, that's you. So yeah. So then all you have to do is at a certain point before it goes like paid, you have to like upgrade to paid. But anyway, we're going to talk about the shit that went down, which is why, I left for 7 months and I came back and it's like the same stuff is going on. And it's like, I don't understand. I do not understand. Hey, New Jersey Robin. How are you? So do I pronounce that Ruru Val? That's a really interesting name, Ruru Val. You can make like a song out of it, like Ruru Val. Ruru Val. That's going to be my next big hit. I'm going to like become a singer and like my son's homesick. So every time like my phone goes off now, I'm going to like have to look at it. But anyway, we're going to talk about this ridiculousness that goes on that I don't understand. I don't understand. And I think we all know who and what I'm talking about. But literally everything, I could have replaced my name with everything that was being said to Tiffany. It was like just replaced from before I took my hiatus. Oh, that's you. Okay, so that's my friend Rufina. And well, I never saw it. Well, is that your last name, Val? I never knew. So now you get, so that's my neighbor. So now you get to see me without any makeup on. So I like don't have anything on. So she's like new to this. And I had this idea because, my channel, I'm going through changes, right? So I had this idea because her name's Rufina, which kind of sounds like roofie, which, roofie is the date rape drug that, people give to people to knock them out. So I had this idea for like a series that was like the queen gets roofied or something. And it was like, 'cause she's a nut. Like, if you think I get nutty sometimes, whoa, I'm like, yeah, like I can't even pronounce that. But like, seriously, if you think I get nutty and opinionated and sometimes lose my train of thought and like am a weirdo, like woo-hoo-hoo, I am like boring as shit compared to this one. So I was thinking of that as a series, like the queen gets roofied, and it would be like the two of us. And like, she has an accent, and sometimes I don't understand accents, so like half the time I'll probably just be like having no idea what like being said. But anyway, so she is my neighbor. Her son is friends with my son. And so just for, whoa, where's my mouse going? So just so she has a little back post. So basically, well, where are you going? Get it? The ding ding. She's Russian. Where is she going? See, that's the kind of stuff the queen gets roofied would say. I'm Russian. Well, where are you going, bitch? See, it would be. Anyway, so last week we had two ladies have a disagreement. Hey, Jackie Jude. So let's just say one woman was concerned that the other woman maybe was having an issue because she was speaking very slowly and slurry and sounded like maybe she was on something. So she had a concern. And then there was a misunderstanding about her saying something about someone. But anyway, the point is, instead of discussing it, instead of having a discussion, it turned into like one person being like, you're see you next Tuesday. Oh, you must be jealous of us. Oh, well, fuck you. You know, and it turned into like, you know, one person talking about the subject. And this is kind of like, you know, when I took my hiatus, it was like, that's how all the discussions with me went. It was like trying to have a discussion that's like, oh, you think you're better than us. Well, no, I don't think anything about anything. And I didn't. You think you're lesser than me. Oh, you know, you just think you're just so pretty. Well, no, I never said that. Oh, you know, you must. And, you know, it just would go on and on and on and on like that. And, you know, that's kind of when I left. So it's like, why does this, like, why does this happen? And like, we're supposed to be adults, you know, raising children. So how do you tell, like, it's like 5th grade, and this is part of the reason why I took a hiatus, because it's like, what is going on here? Like, it's ridiculous. You try and have a conversation with someone, and it turns into just one person cursing and swearing and look shaming and body shaming and like, oh, you know, you're like, calling people, you're a whole, I mean, like the whole gamut. It went from like, I don't call people the C word very often, and then like called her like the C word like 15 times in like 30 minutes. All right, see, now she's down. Yeah, so let's get together like tomorrow and we'll talk, and we're gonna do hug and kiss. She, you know what she does? She randomly brings me freaking eggs. This you know, and like I think like, oh, you're coming to hang out and bring me eggs. No, she just brings me like eggs and leaves. I'm like, who brings fucking eggs and leaves? Russian, I guess Russian people do. But anyway, that's like a lot. Like when I came back after 7 months, like that's what a lot of people said to me. Like, I'm so tired of YouTube, because that's all it is people like bullying other people and women like calling people names and and you know. And like listening to this conversation, I always said women, we do, but like, and I'm not one of those like, and I am too. I'm like black. I'm like, if I don't like you, I'm gonna say it to your face, you know. But it's like, have something to say. Like if you know, like it's all it was, and I'm, you know, and we all know who I'm talking about, and it all happened to me too. It was like, you think you're better than us. You just think you're prettier. You just think you're smarter. Oh, who made you the queen? Oh, well, you're a see you next Tuesday. Oh, you're such a, you know, a bitch. You're a whore. Blah, 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 blah. And that's all it was. It was like talking to a child. It's like an adult saying, no, I'm seriously like, can you please go back to the point 10 minutes ago and listen to it? Because you were seriously sounding like you were on something and I was concerned. Oh, well, it's like, who made you the god of YouTube and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, someone else getting on being like, oh, they're just jealous that you have, you know, 1/5 the followers of her. Like, I don't even know where this comes from. Yeah, it's like, I hate whenever people say, wait, Scorpio, well, I'm a Capricorn, so are Scorpios and Capricorns supposed to like each other or hate each other? Because I forget. I know Capricorns are like OCD, like I hate when people do that, especially when there's no reason why anybody should be jealous of anybody. You know, it's like, what like, if you're gonna say somebody's jealous, like, well, why are they jealous? What are they jealous of? It's just like, it's all the time like, oh, they're just jealous of you. Well, why are what? And then you get the, you're having wine right now, it's not even noon. My god, she just texted me and asked me, I'm tired, I had a late night, how do I wake up? Well, have some more wine, I guess that'll wake your ass up. Women should love each other. And if they don't love each other, they should just quietly say, I don't like you, and walk away. But like, the point is, it's like, it's a difficult conversation. So there's a difficult conversation being had, which is, I am listening to you and you sound like you might be on something and I'm concerned for you. And it turned into, well, you're a this and blah, blah, blah. And like, what does that have to do with anything? Anything, you know? And then the things that totally negate like the person talking is, as soon as someone talks about subscribers and numbers, like, whoop, you just lost, like, whatever you're saying no longer matters because you just lost all credibility. It's like, oh, well, you and your blah, blah, blah. Listen, okay, now you just, like, that has nothing to do with nothing. And clearly you don't care about quality, you care about quantity, and you're out. Like, right? Like, you just cut yourself out. Like, when you have a discussion, and this is supposed to be a get ready with me chit chat, so maybe I should get a little ready, because clearly I'm not ready for anything except freaking, I don't know, going to go hook on the side of the road or something, because I look like a bag of hell. But yeah, like, that's the kind of, I'd be like, wow, who made you queen? You should just put a bag over your head. It's like, the girl's like, I'm seriously like concerned that there's something wrong with you. Like, can you go back 10 minutes and listen to yourself and listen to how you sound? And, and it's like, no, you're just a bleh. And, and then someone else comes on and they're like, she's my friend, I'm sticking up for her. Sticking up for what? I mean, like, and the Tiffany's like, like, if your friends care about you, they would like tell you honestly sound, and I agree, like, so, and we all know who I'm talking about, and sometimes she sounds like she's on some, I can't even pronounce that word. I can't. Uzbekistan. I can pronounce that. The Z and the B in there kind of like, you know what? Jealousy means you like someone has something that you want. So go get it. Like, I don't understand jealousy. Like, there are things that I don't understand. I don't understand guilt. I don't understand that emotion. Because if you do something, as long as you learn from it, go on with your life. Like, feeling guilty about stuff does nothing for you except waste time. Like, guilt, that's dumb. That's a dumb emotion. Because you're just wasting time feeling bad. Okay, you did something, you feel bad about it, make it right. Figure out how to make it right. Go apologize, go do community service, whatever. Go fix it. There you go. Right? That's how I feel. I think that's a dumb emotion. The same thing with jealousy. Jealousy is a dumb emotion. Okay, someone has something that you want. That's what jealousy is, right? Well, go get it. If someone has something I want, I go get it. And if I can't go get it, maybe I shouldn't have it anyway. So then just drop it. Like, I don't understand. And I don't understand when women two women are having a conversation and one woman just randomly throws out, well, you're just jealous that someone's friends with so-and-so, like has nothing to do with nothing. Like, oh, she's just jealous that we're friends. Why? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, I don't understand when that just gets like randomly interjected as a valid argument for something. Like, you're kind of slurring your words. Don't listen to her. She's just jealous that you're friends with so-and-so. What? Okay. That has nothing to do with the price of eggs. I mean, that just lost all credibility with me there, and then, oh, she just needs content. Isn't that what YouTube is? Like talking about things, and like that's not content, like cursing at someone. So I just like, so that's what I was going to do. I was going to get ready and I was going to chat about my non-understanding of what, I mean, women don't have to like each other. You don't have to like each other, but you don't have to go on the playground and act like a fifth grader either with the mouth of a truck driver. And I'm serious. Like, when I listened to it, I was like, okay, so just replace Tiffany Marie with QueenOG. And it's like, that was me like 7 months ago. Like, that was like, and it's so funny how 7 months ago it was like, we love Jenna. And then they're all like, now they hate Jenna. And like, oh, we love her. Now they, it's like you're flip-flopping friends. You just like, I don't understand. It shouldn't that, but yeah. And that's why I've always been more friends, more. Okay, so I need to get ready. So what am I doing? So first I got to get my brain straight to what I'm doing. Okay, so first, so I'm doing these get ready with me's, and I do them mostly on the members area, but I'm going to try and do like only like one product at a time to see how it works. Yeah. I mean, Tiffany is kind of like me. She's a lover or hater kind of girl. Like, there's no gray area. There's no like, oh, Tiffany Marie. Yeah, like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I've heard of her, whatever. It's either like I love her or I hate her. And that's the, hey, Lynn. And that's the same with me. It's like, oh, that QueenOG, you either, you love me, or it's like, ow, I hate her. She's a freaking Barbie doll, know-it-all who just thinks she's better than everyone. It's like, it's the same thing. Well, I'll be listening to you, Lynn, because I put in a secret device in your car that I tried to steal. But, Tiffany's been here for forever, and she's very opinionated. And, sometimes you agree with her, sometimes you don't, but whatever. Like, that's the thing about anybody, but especially women. Like, people always tell me, oh, you lift women up, blah, blah, blah. What that means is whether you agree with someone or not, you just like, whatever, you go with it. Yeah. People don't like pretty people. And it's funny. Why does this always, I hate this. This stupid thing is always says my battery's low. Always says my battery's low. And I had to get a new battery plugger inner. And it's like, it never freaking like wants to work. It's like, stop saying you're low, because you're not. And you're plugged in 24/7, and you're always fuck around and find out, plugger inner. See, like, you're plugged in right now. Hold on. I'm really not trying to show a boob shot, but I might. But I'm going to try not to. Like, you're plugged in right here. Like, what's your problem? This is on. This is plugged in. You're fine. Like, why would you be low? My devices? Oh, my God. See, these are the problems in my life. But, it is funny. People do tend to not like people who are. And I don't know why that is. And that's the whole, like, you think you're better than us. No, like, I don't think I'm better than anybody, but apparently a lot of people think they're lesser than me. Okay, you're plugged in. So if I like go bye-bye, I kicked my own ass off my own stream, and I'll come right back because it's plugged in and it's saying it's not. There we go. Okay. Not gonna touch. No, no. You're plugged in. Why do you have to say? There you go. Okay, not touch anything. Don't touch anything. Ah! I'm seriously having issues. It's totally plugged in. And I keep saying it's not. Maybe I just need to hold it for a minute. That if someone just heard that out of context, that didn't sound very good. But we've got this whole like women should lift up other women. I mean, I think that's a load of crap. Like, people should just be normal to people. Like, you don't need to be all like women should lift up other women. Women should just be normal people who are normal to other normal people. Like, guys don't do this. And it's not because they're guys. It's just because they just got better things to do. Like, is that it? Like, I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to stop touching you and hopefully you won't move. It's like, I don't know. Like, guys don't, like, they don't just sit except on the toilet. Like, they'll sit on the toilet for 7 hours for one little pebble poop to come out. But they don't sit and, like, talk shit about things for like 24 hours. They don't do that. I mentioned to my friends, I'm good. So you should be getting oh, well, that's good. That's great. Yeah, like, guys don't bitch. Like, I'll ask my husband, women empowering other women. Yeah, like, women are the worst. Women tear other women down more than anybody else. So I come from Uzbekistan, but my nationality is from Russia. They used to rule Russians. Russia is big. Yeah. I want to hear you speak 5 languages. That's kind of sexy. I wish I could speak. I speak a little bit of Spanish because I'm from California. But see, I wish I could speak more languages. See, that's what women should be doing. Learning to speak other languages, not tearing down other women. And that's what women do. They just want to tear down other women. And I don't really get it. It's like, if you're like, and it's funny because in the olden times, and I keep looking at my thing to make sure that it's still plugged in and it says it's powering up. But, in the olden times, being chunkier was like prettier because that meant, and it meant you were wealthy too, because that meant you had like food, to eat. So in the olden times, well, that's the last time I'll apologize. I won't apologize anymore. I'll just fucking, no, just kidding. But like in the olden days, it's like being chubby like was better, and like being skinny was like no bueno, but now like people, and it's like if you went up to a bigger person and said, "You're fat." Imagine saying that. Imagine going onto a creators and making like a whole video about how fat someone is. Like, you would get ripped a new asshole. Like, oh, let's talk about blah, blah, blah. She's so fat and so ugly. Like, you would seriously get, but if you make a video about someone and being like, oh, that skinny bitch, she thinks she's prettier than everyone else. It's like, woo-hoo-hoo. That's my husband asking if my kid is okay. Like, and it's true. Like, I have many hours of video about me of people saying, I remember one time, one of it was, you should go to the doctor because you probably have an STD. That's why you're so skinny, bitch. That was one quote I heard about myself. Imagine saying like that about like someone who's bigger. Like, oh, you probably have an STD because you're a whore, you fat fuck. You could never say that. Like, you could never say that. I mean, that would be so bad. So imagine if I come crossing language in English, Russian accent. You should. You should come in doing that. You should just talk in Russian. You should just curse everyone in Russian. Hey, Michelle. But that's the thing. Like, it's what's politically acceptable. And it's not, oh, why is my Wi-Fi doing that? Let's make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi. Hold on, I'm going to switch Wi-Fis. No, I'll stay on this Wi-Fi. I'm probably fine. But you can't, it's like what you can and what you can't do. What's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And it's totally acceptable to put down someone who's of like social standards that are, you know what I'm saying. So why do we do, I mean, I was just listening to this stream and I was like, what the heck? And then more people were like coming up. Who does my nails? I do my nails. See, I've had some bad moments of people doing like my hair and my nails and stuff and not turning out very well. So now I won't let anybody touch me but me. So red light therapy, I do this every day. And just so you know, so for the membership, so I got to, so I'll just interject. Here's a little interjection as I interject. See, and that's what a lot of people are leaving YouTube for a lot of reasons. And one reason is because women are assholes and there's a lot of bullying going on. Like a lot of creators are bullying a lot of creators. Like, I mean, it was like this live that I listened to, it was like 2 hours of this person just being like ragged on. And then like saying she said things that she never said. It was ridiculous. But anyway, so I got demonetized by YouTube. So they took away my membership. So all my members lost their memberships. So I'm moving to Patreon. And I'm doing this thing where all the people, right now you can go to Patreon, and I have a video on here how to go to Patreon, but you can go to Patreon and you can get a free membership. And then like it's for like another like week or so, and then it has to be paid. But once it gets to where everybody on Patreon is paid, then I'm going to have this like thing where everyone who's a paid member like gets some stuff, because I have a whole box of like extra stuff I don't need. And there's one of these in it. And it's like, this thing was $100, but it's like red light therapy. So every day I put serum on, like I do these get ready with me's all the time. And this is Rare Rose Serum, hydrates and glows. And I have different serums that I use, and then I put it on, and then you use the red light therapy, and it helps it get into your skin. And that's why, because I'm 51 now. And no, I've not had plastic surgery, and no, I don't have any filler, although I'd like to go get some. You know, we still could go get some. I want to get my lips done. But anyway, I mean, that's literally what this was. I mean, and then finally the person dropped, like Tiffany dropped off, but it was like, I mean, I think she said something like, that's the other thing you're not allowed to say. Like if somebody has had something done, like if like, you know, like someone has like a missing child, or someone has been murdered in their family, or some sort of tragedy happens, like then you can, hey, just Dawn, like you can never say anything about them at all. Which, I mean, like, if they, just because something bad's happened in their life, like why do you have to treat them with kid gloves? You know what I mean? Like, I think what's his face? I think Hitler had like mental issues, and like let's say that Hitler had 3 kids and one of them was murdered. Would we not be able to speak badly of Hitler? You know what I mean? Like that, it's like just because something bad has happened in someone's life, we suddenly are not. Are you live? Yes, I'm live. You're on my live. See, this is, oh, you can't comment? Why can't you comment? Now wait, this is from 12:03. Oh, this is from just now. You were just commenting. What are you talking about, crazy girl? You've been commenting this whole time. Of course I'm live. You're on my live. See, I swear, this is why if she and I were like together, it would be hilarious, because it's like, you just commented. How are you not? She just commented and then she's like, are you live? Yeah, you're on my live. But anyway, it's like, real quick, everyone, please, yes, hit that subscribe, because I'm totally changing my channel around. And so now I'm like nobody likes me anymore. And I get no nothing. So everybody hit the like button. All 2 of you that are here. No, I'm just kidding. All like however 20 or whatever. But everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. There you are. You were just commenting. What do you, I don't know what you were talking about, girl. But anyway, see, here's my box. I'll go grab my box. So here's my box of all this extra stuff that I have. And once from Korea, Like you get all your like serums and stuff, or like filler. You don't fly to Korea. What the hell are you talking about? See this? See, imagine the two of us. See, I have one of these in here. So like probably in like a month, everyone who's a paid member over at Patreon, I'm going to go through this, and every person who's a paid member is going to get like, depending how much stuff is here, we'll divide it by how many people, and you'll get that many things. And a lot of the stuff in here is like expensive. Like I got a lot of good stuff in here. Like this, I love this anti-wrinkle stem cellular anti-wrinkle moisturizer. I love this. But anyway, so just on. So her name, that's Rufina, and she's actually my neighbor, and she's hilarious. And so we were thinking of doing like a thing together, like the queen gets roofied, because she's just like, she's hilarious. Like her and I together would be hilarious. But anyway, so for people who sign up for Patreon and are paid members of Patreon, in a few weeks or whatever, we're gonna do like everyone's gonna get some of that stuff. Oh, I'm trying to type and I'm not even in the right box. But you have to go to Patreon now, because YouTube took my monetization away, and then they're refusing to pay me for February. They claim they're refunding everybody back, but nobody has gotten a refund. Like people who gave like super stickers, like they haven't gotten a refund. I haven't gotten my like 1 penny of it. So, but they claim they gave them, they claim they refunded everyone, but nobody's gotten a refund. They're just like keeping the money. They're like, we demonetized you on the 23rd. So everything you made from the 1st to the 22nd, we're just going to keep it all. Sandy Jersey girl, you are hysterical. Good. Hey, are you Jersey girl? Because everybody changes their name. See, that's the thing. It's like, so I took like a 7-month break, and do you go to Korea, or like how do you get filler from Korea? Like you don't fly to Korea to go get filler. Like that would just be like expensive. Or do they fly the filler to here and then someone here does it? Because I'm kind of confused. But hey, Jules, YouTube pays on the 21st. Oh, see there you. Oh, you do it yourself. Oh my God. You do your own filler and stuff, so you could do lip filler on me. Like you could do it on, like, you seriously? You're the 3rd creator that I sub to that lost. Yeah, well, I lost my mind. Well, I think that like it's all for different reasons. Like my reason was I wasn't on for I got like a cat hair on me or something. Mine was I wasn't on for 7 months. So apparently, if you don't make a video in 6 months, they can just take your monetization away. But they tell you like the day, like, hi, you're losing your monetization tomorrow. Like they don't give you any time. Like and so they did it on the 23rd. So yeah, like, and I even, to test it out, I bought a membership to my own channel on February 2nd. So I had my membership for 20 days. So I have 10 days left in my membership that, like, they can't, so where's my, like, 1/3 of $3? Where's my, and they take half. So where's my, like, 75 cents, Yeah. Like I've been putting out, like I tried so hard to like, and just, yeah. So I'm going to keep, well, welcome Sandy. Everybody say hi to Sandy. So Sandy, how are you, girl? I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, I also, because I wasn't on, I went below. You have to have 4,000 public watch hours. So when I came back, I went to Discord and I started out like talking to my members and doing member stuff. Well, apparently any members, anything does not count. So like the first like week that I was on, I did only member stuff. So none of that counts. So then I tried, and like I was like within 70 hours of like their like cutoff. And they wouldn't give me an extension. They were just like, nope, sorry, you're kicked out and on the 23rd. And then I was like, well, and then the money I made for February says zero. And I was like, well, I know I got like a few $100 in like super stickers and stuff like prior to the 22nd. So where's all that? Like what? And they're like, we're going to refund it. I'm like, well, nobody's gotten a refund yet. And that was 11 and like, 2.5 weeks ago. I know you're a Pittsburgh. Who's saying that? Red Up. Yeah, Red Up. Red Up is a Pittsburgh girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. If you make okay. We'll do it on a live. How about that? We'll do a live where you give me lip filler. I don't want to appeal the monetization. Like, it's funny. I've talked to YouTube twice, and every time they talk about it, I'm like, I'm not appealing being demonetized, and I'm not reapplying to the YouTube partner program. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't want to be in your dumb little thing. Like, I just want my money that I made from the 1st to the 22nd. Like, that's all. Let's make porn. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do OnlyFans too. All right, there you go. And every time and one time I got on and someone, are you leaving? Okay, all right. Okay. We're gonna do some stuff here. I mean, the only thing I ever cared about. So this is supposed to be a get ready with me and chit chat. So there was my red light therapy that I do every day, and I was like, I'm taking Claritin and it's not working worth a shit. So I stopped using foundation because it actually makes you look older because it gets in your wrinkles. So I just use primer now. And that's it. And this is lip stuff, and I use this. I remember for the longest time, everyone said that I had got lip injections, and I was like, no, I don't have lip injections. I just have this awesome stuff. I have a little like micro needler that I use then. But I want you to. We'll make a live, and you can give me lip filler. I want lip filler for real. So we'll do that on a live. So coming soon, we're gonna make a new section, a new whatever called The Queen Gets Roofied, and it's gonna be me and my friend Rufina, and the first one is gonna be her giving me lip filler. Stay tuned. I'd say at least no. I know we are, but I was like, I don't even care about the money. I just like having members. Like, I don't care about the money, just because basically, like on the 23rd, they just cut it off, and like they didn't tell anybody. Because I paid for a membership, I didn't get anything. Like when I go on to my little area, I can't see the history of anything. I can't see anything. So I don't know who was a member, just suddenly it was like, boom, gone. And they didn't let me email everybody, at least let me email everybody to say what's going on, So, I mean, I think that's bullshit. So I do want and so I've told everybody, and I've messaged the people who gave me super stickers and said, because one person was $100, and the other person was $50, so I was like, have you gotten a refund? Because it's if I don't get it, you should get it, and I don't care about them. I want them to get it. Fine, don't give it to me, but give it back to them, please. Get a vibrator. Oh my God, I got so many tools, girl. See, one day I did one members only video, and I have this is I have all these things like this where they're all let's see. Can you hear it? It sounds like a vibrator. This is some weird. I have all these tools. This is some thing where it vibrates, and supposedly the vibration gets the stuff to go in your skin better. Get out of my way. Let me have to make sure my child has not. So yeah, that's the whole thing. You have an I love you vibrator and everything. Oh my God. We're gonna get a Lucy and Ethel vibrator. Oh my God. That'll be on OnlyFans though. We have to put that on OnlyFans. Okay, so we'll have our section here where we'll just be crazy, and then we'll get an OnlyFans channel. You know, it's funny. One of my husband's friends said, he's like, you need to be on OnlyFans. And I'm like, why? And he's like, God, I'm like, I'm not, you know, like eventually my kids will see that. And he's like, no, you can just like sell your socks. And I'm like, what? And he's like, people will like literally buy your used socks. Like if you're an attractive woman, you can like you can sell your socks, like your used socks or your used underwear. And I was like, well, I don't wear underwear. And he's like, well, sell your socks, you know? And he's like, and then he's like, why don't you? You definitely should be on OnlyFans if you don't wear underwear. Cause I got a little chubby for a while and then I lost the weight. And then when I lost the weight, I tried to wear my underwear. My underwear was all too big. And so I was like, oh, now I got to buy all new underwear. So I just said, forget it. And I just stopped wearing underwear. But he's like, you should sell your socks. And I was like, well, I don't wear socks either. So I don't know. So vibe. Oh, vibe. Oh, ha. See, I'm blonde too. See, that's the other thing. I'm blonde. See, get it? Or maybe my head's just in the gutter. I don't know. Maybe I need to get laid or something. My first thought was like, oh, vibrator. But anyway, so yeah, so YouTube's a whole bag of sticks. So one time I got on and this guy answered, because you can chat with YouTube like really easily. And I'm like, hi, you know, like you demonetized me and I just want to know how to get my money from the 1st to the 22nd. And he was like, I see that you contacted us before, because I had contacted them before, because I said, I'm like gonna be like 70. Oh my God. Hey, Heather. I was like, I'm gonna be like 70 hours short. Can you just give me like 2 weeks? You know, and so I did. So this guy's like, I see you contacted us about this before. Your best thing is to go talk to my manager. And he just like hung up on me. And I was like, no, that's not. And he just literally just hung up on me and just left. And I was like, what the, you know, I was like in the middle of typing. That has nothing to do with why I'm contacting. Like, he's just like, and I hate the way they're like, we understand that your channel is important to you. Like, you know, oh my God. What was that? You know, Lucina, you're getting a little racy over here, you know. This is 18 and over, but my goodness. You're getting a little, all I hear over here is bad words. I'm gonna have to put in the do not say section. But anyway, yeah, they won't give me. Hero, can I come now? No, Jameson is homesick. Don't come over now. Don't come over now. My son's sick. You're gonna be out, and you're gonna freak my child out. My goodness, you crazy girl. I'll tell you when I'm off, and you can come over. God, you crazy girl. So anyway. So hey Heather, but yeah, so they like refuse to give me, so they're just like, you know, so I had to talk to 3 people. The first 2 were just like, so you want to, the only tool you need is me. Well, you're a tool, girl. You're a tool, and we're gonna have our thing. We're gonna have the queen gets roofied, and we're gonna have our thing. And yeah, I do need you. You're a tool. You're a tool. I want you to put lip filler in though. I want you to give me lip filler. But don't make me look like a Bratz doll. I don't want to look like a Bratz doll. But you'll see my trick. See, like my lips are like, I want my lips bigger, but I like line them. And I do a really good job and they're bigger. So anyway, all I use though is I don't use foundation anymore. I use primer. And this is one of my favorite primers. And it's really awesome. And it's Beauty Bakery butter. The butter. And there's like 3 of those in my box. But, I mean, the thing about YouTube is like, they're like God. There's nothing like you can do. Like there's nothing you can do. And so the first person I talked to literally like hung up on me. And the second person I talked to, I honest to God was going to be like, can I talk to someone else? Because I can't understand. Like I sold underwear. Oh my gosh. Well, how about I'll wear the underwear for a day and then you can sell the underwear for $300. We'll start an OnlyFans. And she like at least was trying, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. She kept saying, you got demonetized on the 23rd, so we can't inject we can't inject into AdSense from the, like, I was like, inject, what are you talking about? We can't inject into AdSense. Like, I had no idea what she was trying to say. Like, I almost said, I feel really bad, but your English is so bad, I can't understand a word that you're freaking saying. Like, she kept just trying to say, since you got demonetized on the 23rd, we can't inject anything into AdSense from the whole month. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I even showed her screenshots of, like, from the chat where it says people donated, like, on the 2nd, someone donated like $70, you know? And it's like, why? Where is this money? And she's like, oh, we refunded it. And I'm like, well, the person hasn't gotten anything about it. And she's like, well, sometimes it takes time. And I was like, okay, well, we'll keep waiting and we'll see if anybody ever, and no one's gotten a refund. But it's like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? Like, if they don't, it's like Facebook trying to contact I mean, at least you can contact YouTube, but like, what am I going to do? Like, if they don't want to give me my money, like, there's nothing I can do. It's like, I'm like, the reason I took a 7-month hiatus was because I had problems that you couldn't fix. I was getting doxxed left and right. You know, I was having people holding up my picture saying, here's what's wrong with me. And, you know, and saying I had plastic surgery and all this shit. This is boring. Well, you're boring, Rufina. Go get some socks and wear them and sell them. I'm boring. I told you I was boring. That's why we need to do the Queen Gets Roofied. So anyway, but that's the thing. The reason I took a hiatus was because of all this crap going on, which is the whole thing I'm talking about. It's like everybody, it's like no one wants to watch it, but everybody watches it. Like, everybody says they don't like the drama, but everybody watches it. I mean, but why can't women just talk like normal people? Like, there are certain people that cannot have a conversation to save their lives. I actually have a backdrop setting now. Heck, even a microphone. Oh. Well, I want my backdrop to be that, but I can't turn enough. I can't turn enough to get it that way. I can't turn. And now I'm afraid I'm going to have no battery if I turn. But I want to turn like so the backdrop is that, but then this gets in the way. So then I should be over here. I don't know what I'm doing. See, now it says my battery's off. But I don't know. I don't know how these people raise other people. Like, they're supposed to be parents and grandparents and like raising other people. And it's like, they can't talk. They can't talk. All they can do is like curse. So I don't talk at all on your show, I met. What are you talking about, Aaron? Aaron, you're confusing me. Everybody's confusing me. Well, I confuse myself, actually, to be quite honest. I could confuse myself in like a box of like teddy bears. I don't know. But anyway, the whole point of my chit chat was like, what the fuck is wrong with women that we can't just sit and have a conversation? Like, why do we say we don't like it? We say we don't like it. We say like, oh, I hate the drama, but then we all watch it. You know, it's like, you know, and the girl was right. Like Tiffany was like, she's like, you had 70 people in here when I got here. Now you have 130. So so it's like everybody does love the drama. They listen to it. Like, that's what they want. But they say they don't want it. But why do we like that? Like, why do we like that? Why do we like the drama? I mean, and like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know how. I don't know. And YouTube isn't gonna, like, they say they'll stop it, but they don't. Like, that'll be like the most popular live, right? Like the one where they're trying to have a conversation and one person is just calling the other person a C word and like blah 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 blah. You know, there's a name. there's actually a name for it. There's a name for women who like can't have a conversation and they just, I remember I said it once. It was when I did the live where I was saying like hypocritical, but there's a name for it. There's a name for women who like they don't feel like they've done enough with their life, so they're actually underconfident, and that's why when they get next to a woman who they feel is better than them, all they can do is go after. Oh my god, did you just, oh my god, you don't even want to know what this girl is texting me right now. Screaming to Jesus, you can come up and talk if you want to, Aaron, but I mean, like, why do we let people do this? I mean, it was like, I don't know. And why do other women like it? Like we say, oh, women for women, women empowering women, women want to vote, women want this, blah, blah, blah. And then we sit here and we tear each other down. I mean, I have video after video of me being called everything in the book. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know who you, like, what kind of life do you have that, like, the best thing you can do in your day is go find some stranger's live and try and, like, say shit about them? Like, I can't tell. I don't try to. Oh, are you talking when you, Aaron, are you talking about when you came on my live that one time? I remember when you came on my live. You came on my live and you immediately said something about Purple, and like you said something like shit about her, and I remember I got shit for it. Like that became our content for that whole night, was like, you know, oh, I said something about her, and it was like I didn't say anything. Aaron did. Aaron got me in trouble for that. Women are vicious, and it's funny. It's funny. Like you lose all credibility when you either talk about someone's subscribers, like you go after numbers, because who cares? Like, great, I'm glad you got quantity. That's good. I'd rather have quality. Thank you very much. You know, I'm like a Gucci girl, not a like, you know, and I'm not saying that in a snobby way, but it's like I'd rather have 10 people in here who really care about what I want to say than 100 people that just have nothing else better to do and are bored and just like are rubbernecking. You know, like I don't, you know, like I don't want some Target flip-flops. Like I'd rather have some nice, like, you know, whatever. But there's apparently this whole faction of people who, you know, and it's either the numbers or then, I can't believe your son is 23 and I have like a 13-year-old. And one of your children is best friends with mine, one of the young ones. But, and then the other thing is when you do the like, oh, she's just jealous. Where does that come from? Oh my God, he's going to get married? I didn't know that. I can't even imagine. You're going to be a grandmother soon. You're old. But like, what, like at what point, like, it's like, okay, so you have nothing to say. So, you know, I'm listening to the live and, you know, like Tiffany's like, I'm really serious. Like, go back like 12 minutes and listen to yourself. Like, have you, like, listen to yourself. Have you ever listened to yourself? Like, I'm really serious. And like, and I agree with her. Like, sometimes I listen on 2x and I'm like, it's not fast enough, you know? And sometimes it's like, you know, like you just, like, you know, when someone's tired and when someone's nodding off. I mean, they start just talking about random stuff. I mean, like, you know, and she's seriously having like where? My God. Like, now you've made me forget what I'm saying. My favorite is when they use you until they don't need you anymore and they kick you to the curb without any explanation. Oh, yeah. And they're always flip-flopping their friends. I remember a certain person who they were like, we're friends forever. She's one of us now. We love her. And then, like, I come back and it's like now they hate each other. I find this chat relaxing. Well, you never call me anymore, Jackie. That's why it's relaxing, because you never call me anymore. But, I mean, like, first of all, like, you're saying, I think, and I'm not saying me in particular, even though I'm glad I'm not the content anymore. Like I was the content, but I'm glad I'm not anymore. Like I'm doing my own thing. I'm changing my whole thing around. You did call me, but I don't know what I was doing. I remember I saw it. Now is the time. But I was listening. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it. God damn it, you people. See, that's the thing. That's what happens when you're 51. You can't remember anything. You can't remember a damn thing. But I'm listening to it, and I know what it was. It's like, we all come on. We all think that there's something going on there. Every single person. But the funniest thing is, like, I remember when it was like that was the whole topic, that like I was like that. That's what they said about me, that I would, and it's like, really? I don't think I'm the one falling asleep on my lives and stuff like that. But it's like, when they bring up these things that have nothing to do with nothing, like, that's okay. But then when someone comes up to them with actual hey Jesse, verifiable, like, evidence, like, go listen to yourself. It's like, oh, you're a this, you're a that, blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand this faction of women. It's like a whole faction of women who hate other women secretly. And that's all they really secretly do. Is like, and it's called something. There's a name for it. It's actually called something. It's like when you've lived your life and you feel like you didn't do as good as you thought you would. So the best thing you can do is put other people down to make yourself feel better. It's like called something. You need to go eat this. Okay, go eat. Go eat. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I'm not a feminist. I don't think that women are equal to men. We have babies. We have a lot of stuff different than them. I don't want to be equal to a man. I don't. I don't want to have to carry things stronger than 50 pounds. I want them to open the door for me. Like, but I don't know. I got to go pee, though. I do have to go pee. So hold on one second. I'm going to go pee. And I'm going to wash my hands. So hold on one second. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to mute this and stuff. You can't hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You know what? I'm gonna have someone make me a bathroom down here. But why would you, out of nowhere, think someone is jealous of you? Like, what are the signs that someone is jealous of you? Because that's the thing that's always said. You know, when someone doesn't agree with someone, like, no one, like, Tiffany was like, serious, I'm serious. Like, are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. And she was seriously asking questions. She was being very respectful. Oh, there I go falling again. Very respectful. And then suddenly came the, like, oh, she's just jealous of you. Like, what were the signs that someone is like, where does that come from? Like, that's like, why? Like, where did you come up with that someone's jealous of someone? Like, I don't, like, it just all at once, when you run out of something, like, that becomes the thing. Like, oh, they're jealous of you. Well, so someone's jealous of you. So someone thinks you have something that they want. So they're up there saying they're concerned about you. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Like if someone is jealous of you, they'll talk about the stuff that you have that they want. Like it just doesn't like. It's like, so as soon as I hear someone say, and I used to hear that a lot about me, they would say, oh, that I was just jealous. Like they always say, people are just jealous that certain people are friends with Brandy. Why would anybody be jealous of two people being friends? Like, I don't understand that. Like, someone explain why two people being friends, anybody would be jealous of that. Like, so what? Like, I don't think anybody cares that anybody's friends with anybody. Like, I don't. Like, so where does this come from? Like, oh, they're just jealous that you're friends. Why would anybody care that you're friends? Like, I would love to mediate. I would love to like be like a mediator of one of these like conversations and just be like, like stop and be like, okay, wait, okay. So you said, okay, so why? So what is your, like they have like with like the presidential race and stuff, they have like, the commentator or whatever who asks the questions. Like, I would love to be like that person, be like, okay, all right. So why is she jealous? Like, why is she? So show me, what's your, and then what would they say? Like, what would be said at that point? Well, like, there's no reason anybody would be jealous of anybody. That's stupid. That's the dumbest argument in the world. Oh, they're just jealous that we're friends. Well, then, what? She's not trying to be friends with her. Like, if she's jealous of your friendship, wouldn't she be trying? It's the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. She's jealous that you two are friends. And then you have the person saying, like, you think you're better than us, but then they talk themselves down. Like, they talk about all the things wrong with themselves. It's like, I got that a lot too. Like, you think you're better than me, but I know I this and I that and I'm this, and it's like, I'm not saying that you are. Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, I was gonna, like, a long time ago, I was gonna make, during the Hopi era, I was gonna make like a video of all the like things said and then the evidence, but it was like too much work. But it was like all the things said and then like getting evidence for it. Like, oh, you think you're better than us. And then you hear the other person, it's like, it's just, but why? Like, why do we do this? Why do we do this? Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, sometimes I really wish, I really wish women didn't have the right to vote sometimes. Because I'm like, man, there are some women that really shouldn't have it. Like, seriously. Like, can we go back and change that? Like, we fought all these years for women to have all these rights, and this is what we do with them? We put down other women. Like, okay, that makes a lot of sense, And then, like, like, I remember when Matt went on panel, and he was just like, when he was new, remember when Matt was new and he first got here and he was like, everybody, that whole group wanted to be friends with him. And like, they were trying to tell him like how horrible, like, cause there's sides, remember? Like there's sides. Remember when everyone talked about their sides, and they were trying to tell him how bad our side was. And he was just like, what are you guys talking about? Like, he's a guy. So he's like, I don't understand anything that you're talking about. Like, why do you care about this? Like, what are you saying? Like, he had no clue what anybody was talking about. And it was like, and that made me laugh more than anything, was when seeing a guy try to understand why women are being dum-dums with other women. It's like, like, I remember one time, I think someone said, bye, Felicia, which that's from that like Mean Girls movie, right? Because I've never actually seen that movie, but I think that's that Mean Girls movie, which is high schoolers. Like, hello, get the memo. That's high schoolers. It's about high school girls who are mean girls. And remember in the movie, like, the end of the movie is that the mean girls are the assholes. It's not good to be a mean girl. But anyway, I think someone said, like, bye, Felicia. And he's like, who's Felicia? Like, he had no clue. Like, it was the funniest thing, And like he had no clue. And it was like, yeah, of course, because it makes no sense. He has no clue what y'all are talking about because it makes no sense. Aww. Is the tavern going to actually be open more often now? Because y'all went open once. See? And they ruined it for everybody. That whole side ruined it for everybody. Because now half of the channels are gone. And the friends have all flip-flopped. Nobody's friends with each other. And it's all because some women had to act like 5-year-olds on a playground and were incapable of having a difficult conversation and had to act like babies. You're just jealous of me because you think you're better than us. You and your 5 subscribers should just go home. Well, why are you looking at that? Why are you looking at it? So you're supposed to go live tomorrow. Okay, good. I remember, I think the funniest thing was when someone used to always talk about what was happening on my channel. And I was like, well, how do you know? Because you don't watch. And it's like, well, I have people watching. It's like, that's creepy. That's creepy. And that's the thing, like on the video that I'm talking about from Friday, it's like, you know, a certain person, Crayola, kept saying, like, I don't know who you are. I don't know who Tiffany is. I don't know anything about you. But then she knew everything about her. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you came from. I don't know why you're here. But then she, like, knew everything about her. Christina, you can't call me. You can't call me during a live. She's trying to call me now. We're going to have a series about it. So, Heather, you aren't here in the beginning. So, I have this friend, Rufina, and she's a nut. She's crazy. She's Russian. And I don't know where she's going, but she's Russian somewhere. And she, compared to me, I am like boring as fuck compared to her. So we're gonna do a little series, and we're gonna call it The Queen Gets Roofied. And it's gonna be the 2 of us. And she clearly knows nothing about YouTube because she's trying to call me in the middle of the live. Like, she's the one chat. Yeah, you are. You're calling me. I can't pick up the phone right now, you numb nuts. You're tater tots is what you are. I'm going to call you tater tots from now on. See, this is how women should be acting. Women should be nice to each other and kind to each other and joke around with each other. Where am I going? I'm freaking going nowhere. I don't go anywhere. Look at all those shoes. I'm going nowhere with a lot of shoes. That's where I'm going. See, have you ever come down here to my wardrobe? I don't think you ever have. Because you came here the other day, and that's why I didn't hear you, because I was down here, because I can't hear anything down here. But I'm going nowhere with a lot of shoes. That's where I'm going. That's why I got sectioned to down here, because I bought too many shoes. I don't have anywhere to go with them. The only place I'm going is I'm probably going to the school to pick up one of the kids, because the other kid is home, and that's the only place I'm going. That's it. I am actually a really, really, really boring person. A really, really, really boring person. But I just wanted to take that whole live and replace Tiffany's name with mine. And it was like, that was me from 7 months ago. And I was like, there it is again. The whole women acting like dum-dums. Women acting like, and we wonder. Women wonder why, like, they get paid less than men, because they talk shit like this at work. This is what women yappity yap at work sometimes. Of course, if you're going to be wasting time talking like this. I don't think you meant lick me. I hope you didn't mean lick me. But it's like, women need to get it together. Women really need to get it together. Nobody's jealous of anybody. No, trust me. Nobody's jealous of anybody. Especially nobody's jealous of certain people. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of these things. If you have to say some Ruru, yeah, that's so her name's Rufina, but which roofie is like the date rape drug. So we're going to call it like The Queen Gets Roofied, and it'll be her and me. And I don't know what we'll be doing, but it'll probably be kind of like this. And it'll be, God, my nose will not stop burning today. It's just all my nose is doing. It's just like, I slept with a humidifier last night. My God. And now it's like my nose won't stop running. For frick's sake. We got to get Sam out here is what we got to do. We got to get Sam out here. Because Sam can come out here, and he does. He actually comes out here now. But, stop looking, stop licking. Stop licking, stop licking, stop lucking. Go to Patreon and go pay me some money, Rufina. Gosh darn it. You and all your filler. Heather, she said oh my God, don't say that. I'm serious again at like, oh, and if, I bet there are other jealous of me. See, that's the thing. I don't know why anybody would be jealous of me. Like, I really just like, like that's the thing. Just because some people like are pretty, like if you ever notice, like there are a lot of pretty girls that get dumped and get divorced and all sorts of other stuff. Like, just because you're pretty doesn't mean jack shit, except you might look good. Big deal. It doesn't mean you're nice. Doesn't mean you're kind. It doesn't mean you have a good marriage. That, it doesn't mean anything. So, like, why do people get so bunged up about it? Like, that's the thing. Other women get so bunged up about it. And, like, in a lot of countries, I would not be pretty in any way, shape, or form. There are a lot of countries where I would not be pretty. I am straight. What on earth are you talking? You can't talk about that kind of stuff on here. Oh my God, there is no good marriage after 45. After being married for 45 years or after being 45 years old? Because although I don't even think I could make it to be married to 45. I don't think I could make it to have great grandkids because I'm too old. Right? Like, so anyway, but there are a lot of countries where I would be not attractive at all. See, that's the thing. Like, I had my one friend, yes, she's female. She's female, and wait till you see her. Like, she's not making a lot of sense right here. Like, really, she sounds like she's really normal. Like, she's not normal, but she's like, she's just saying random, like, she sounds like a nutbag, but that's why it'll be funny. But like, and clearly she's like just out like clit and coke and tartar and filler and just gonna fill my lips and that's why. But like if she was here, it's like she's not really. I don't even know. I don't know anymore. It's funny. I did my first video 15 times. Well, you were married for a long time. That goes back to childhood. Well, that does. Like, I think self-esteem, and that's the thing. Like, when you say that person's jealous of you, that's really that you feel like, I remember that, like Carl Jung says, the thing that someone hates about you, what I hate about you is what I dislike about you is what I hate in me, right? My love, I only met you twice. Yours. Oh my God. We're going to have fun, but you can't say those things. You can't say those words on there. You can't say bad words on here. You can't. You'll get me. Well, you can't get me demonetized because I'm already demonetized. But so, yeah, there's a word for it, though. There's a word for women who are insecure, and thus they say that. It's like, like, oh, they're just jealous of you. Why? Why is anyone jealous of someone? And why are you saying that someone's jealous of someone else? It makes like no sense. It's just a bunch of insecure, stupid women. Like, I remember when everyone was coming after me. It's like, they're just like, who do you think you are? I'm like, I'm not the one who ever said anything about anyone. Like, I don't have a single video about any of you. Like, I've never said anything. But you're over there like, blah, 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 It's just crazy. And you notice guys don't do it. It is projecting. It is totally projecting. Because, I could always tell what someone was insecure about by what they went after me about. Like, if someone went after me, like, my hair, then I knew they were insecure about their hair. Or if someone went after me for, like, my eyelash, like, whatever someone would go after me for, like, that's what I knew they were insecure about. But, like, I don't know. I just like, after I heard that live on, and I don't know if it's still up on Friday, I was just like, it just reminded me of everything from 7 months ago. And it just reminded me why I keep hearing over and over again that everyone's like, YouTube sucks now. You can't go anywhere. You can't have an opinion anywhere. And it's true. And it's because of just a few channels like that make it that way. It's like just a couple of channels of assholes who make it that way. Well, oh my gosh. She wants to sit and have champagne. She's a crazy, crazy girl. Maybe when my husband gets home, we can sit and have champagne. How's that? Actually, your son should come over and they should work on the drum studio and we'll watch them and drink champagne. Like after school gets out. How's that? And I'll videotape it and we'll put it on OnlyFans. And you'll bring me some underwear and I'll wear them and we'll sell them on OnlyFans. Like, I'm serious. My one friend was like, you got to get an OnlyFans channel and just sell your underwear. He's like, there are people that just sell their used socks. I'm like, see, that's what men are into. That's what men do. That's what men do. Men do shit like that. Women tear down other women. Like that just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Why women do this? Why women do this? Isn't that a good idea? See, that is a good idea. I don't know. But if you notice, that's damn good. If you notice, they've all broken up. Like, Jenna's gone again. Where's Heidi? Harper's married, but she's with Frank. Maybe not. Like, they've all disbanded. Like, they were all besties and they've all disbanded. They were all besties and everyone was jealous of them. And now they've all disbanded and ruined YouTube in the process. Like, thanks. What am I drinking and sniffing? Well, I'm drinking Squirt and I'm sniffing nothing, unfortunately. Girl, that was the 80s, girl. That was the 80s. The 80s are gone. Now, I just had out. Because the vineyard over there, you know they spray, is it Agent Orange? They spray something that's really bad over there. I think it's Agent Orange at that. No, it's not Agent. There's something that they spray over there that's really bad, but they still use it. It's like a 50-acre vineyard or something. But anyway, I don't understand women. I don't think I'll ever understand women. This is why I'm mostly friends with guys. I have more guy friends and I have a feeling, and the funniest thing is most of the women who, like, I'm friends with, like, here, are like that too. They're all really confident women who are more friends with women than men. Because they're not, God, now it's hot in here. Because they don't do that shit. Like, they're I don't know. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine talking to another adult and just, like, cursing at them and being like, you're a dumb bitch. Like that's what the conversation was. It was like, you know, like, no, seriously, go back 12 minutes. Have you ever listened to yourself? You really sound like you're on something. You're a dumb bitch. Like, fuck you, think you know, and it's like, what? Who talks like that over the age of 15? Like, who does that? You know? And why are these channels allowed to be here? Because they're ruining it for everyone else. Because first thing, when I came back, the first thing I did was I went into Discord and started talking to people on Discord. And they're like, oh, YouTube's even worse than before. Yep, you can't go anywhere. You can't have an opinion. Everybody's mean to everybody. Everybody bullies everybody. Like, it's horrible. We all go to true crime channels now. And I'm like, oh, well, that's great. I'm glad I came back for that. Like, you can't make fun of that. Like, how do you be funny about that? You just can't. You can't. It's like, and the first video I put out, it was actually about salmon. There was someone who said that I was boring because I was desperate because I made cat content, and their name was Diarrhea Jones. That was their username, Diarrhea Jones. That was the first video when I came back I put out. I put out a video about Sam, and then someone told me that I was desperate. I was desperate and I should have stayed gone. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should have, because I just got like a comment from someone named Diarrhea Jones. Who names himself Diarrhea Jones? I don't really know. Anyway, I think that whole fight was ridiculous and stupid. And I just am shocked that there are women who talk and act like that. And I don't know. Ow, what is in my ears? It's itchy. What the fuck is in my ears? It's itchy. Oh, you know, my friend showed me a picture. He was somewhere like, I don't know what he was doing. He was like mowing something or something. I don't know. He was doing, he had a tick that burrowed into his side. And he showed me the picture. It was just like the little butt, and the doctor spent 3 hours digging it out. Oh, I think I just heard a cat running around. See, it's weird because there's a metal roof up here. So like something itching in my ear. Oh my God. But anyway, if you were a member, I want to know if you got a refund. I need to, and nobody has told me they've gotten a refund or anything. So I need to know, because I need to figure this out. So if you were a member, like Aaron, have you gotten a refund? Mr. Pork hasn't. Like, did you get a refund? Because I think you're still on there. Ow. Like, there are still some people, I think they're like waiting till they have to be till they renew, and then they just like fall off somehow. But they don't, and they claim they're refunding you your money, but they're not. I don't think so. I don't think. What time is it? Time now? It's 1 o'clock. It's almost time to get my kids. No, I don't think you did. They're claiming that they are. But I don't know. God, what a day. It's freaking Monday. It's Monday. It feels like it should already be Friday. I feel like I should just go back to bed. I'm exhausted now. Hey! Hold on. I think I hear someone. Hold on. I think my son might be awake. Hold on 1 second. I think it was Sam trying to come in here. Yeah, Justin was demonetized too. I think he said he was demonetized for, I think he like showed a TikTok video or something, which is stupid, but he got demonetized. Let's do it. So after we pick the kids up, because I need them to do something with their drum studio. So my son likes to drum. So I got him a, Heather's. Who else has it been other than Justin? Justin, me. Has Justin got his monetization back? Because his was just, I think his was just some TikTok thing. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, did I ever tell you about Jameson breaking my nose? He's really strong. He broke my nose. And it's a long story. But anyway. But yes, and this part of this is outside. I can smell all the vineyard back there. So every once in a while, when my allergies kick up, my nose runs like for it's horrible. It's horrible. It's so freaking annoying. It's disgusting. But who else? See, like I got demonetized because I didn't. So they said, you have to have one every 6 months, and if you go under 3,000 watch hours or something, then they can demonetize you or something like that. You have Russian cabbage. Ew, that sounds just. I don't like fish. I don't like fish at all. I don't like meat either. Actually, I don't really like food. Actually, I need to not like food because I've been liking Milky Ways like all winter, and I got a Milky Way butt going on. It's not really very good. But so mine was my watch hours went under the limit. So I had so I got this email like you're going to get demonetized in 30 days unless you get your hours. So I spent my time with my members doing member stuff because I was like, I haven't been here in 7 months. So I'm going to first catch up with everybody in like Discord and like talk to my members and stuff like that. And so I did that. And then like I knew I was going to be short a little bit. So I talked to them and they're like, oh, those hours don't count. Like private stuff doesn't count. It's only public. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad I spent the last week getting all these hours like that. They're all private because they're members only stuff. But anyway, like I only needed like 70 hours to go. And I asked for like an extension or something. And they're like, no, it's just, and I was like, you know what? Screw. And then they didn't give me my money. So I'm like, screw you. Like, I don't want to be like that. So I'm just going to Patreon. The only good thing about the partner program is, oh, you know what? Here's what happens. Here's what it is. I'm 51 and I'm falling the frick apart. Don't turn 51. There is a reason why I think in Alaska, like when you get a certain age, they like put you on a piece of ice and they like push you out because they're like, you're too old for the tribe. You're gonna like make too much trouble for us. You're more trouble than you're worth. And they just boom, you're out. You're like gone. They push you away on your ice block. Like that's what they should do to you. Because so every once in a while, like I will just like pick something up or do something and I'll like sprain my wrist and my elbow too. Like just I'll just pick up a book randomly and it's like, whoop, did it again. Like every few months, I just will sprain my wrist. You just fall apart. Nope. Members hours don't, they said, only public watch hours count. So if you have hours that are, hold on. What is that down there? So if you have hours that are like unlisted or private, which members only are technically private, they don't count. They don't count. So the only good thing about the YouTube Partner Program is the memberships, is having members, which, you know, because you get like a penny for your ads. I don't care about that, you know, and that's all I wanted. I was like, I don't even want the money from the members thingy. Like, I just want to have the, you know, like, that's the only thing I care about. So then I was like, they're like, well, you can reapply. And I was like, well, yeah. So I'm going to reapply. It's going to take months. By then, everyone's gone, you know, like then I have to restart everybody. I mean, it's ridiculous. I do need my ear licked, actually. I got some in my ear. But, well, I will text you when I'm off here and we'll talk about getting the kids together out there. Crazy girl. But I'm like, everyone will be gone. I'll have to start over. Like, you know, like, so I was like, I'm just going to Patreon. And Patreon, you can have a store at Patreon too. So I'm just doing everything at Patreon and I don't care. I don't want to be monetized. I don't want to be part of their little program. I don't want their stupid little ads in my video. Like, screw you guys. I'm taking my toys and I'm getting out of the sandbox and I'm going over there. And I'm going to go play over there with my friends. Like, screw you guys. I'm going home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get you more. And so, and that's the thing. So then I started looking at Patreon because I was like, I want, you know, like if you know anything about marketing, you know that at any juncture, if someone has to do something, you're going to lose half of those people. So, I mean, I actually, for some reason, I was gone for 7 months and I still had like 15 members. I had like 15 people who were paying for like, I was like so appreciative. Like, oh my gosh, like that made me feel so loved, and then I ended up getting like 30 some members in like 2 weeks, and it's like, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just got shut off. They just shut the whole freaking thing off. Like, just shut the whole thing off. So that's why I went to Patreon. But you can do way more at Patreon. Way more. There's all like, and so I know people paid for YouTube. So I'm doing it until the 23rd when they turned it off. So it's free. So you can go to Patreon. It's just, and you can go there and you can just sign up for free. It's just like free until that, like, and you can just check it out. It's just free right now. So just go check it out. And there's like, I can do sections. Like I have a section on Sam. I have a Sam section. I have like a caption this section. I have all these different sections. It's like really cool. And I can do like Spotify. Like you can list, like if I'm listening to Spotify, you can listen to Spotify. Like there's so much stuff you can do over Patreon. And I can have a shop there. So I'm going to have a shop. Peace and get as much sex as you can, especially after 40. Well, shit, I'm 51, so I'm going downhill fast. But I'll text you when I'm done. But like, but I want to make cute clothes, like sexy little like tank tops and t-shirts, like cute clothes, like maybe 80s inspired-ish. And then I'm not going to make it be like QueenOG because I hate when people do that. I hate when YouTubers, like, unless you're big, like Mr. Beast or something, unless you're big like that. Like who wants to wear around a t-shirt that says like QueenOG? You're walking down the street, and it's like, people are like, QueenOG, what the hell is that? Like, so I want to make merch, but I want to make it, oh, I gotta turn you up. Stop, you're hot. Stop, hot. I got 2 heaters down here and they're way too hot. So, but I want to make merch with like sayings on them. I'm not going to make them with QueenOG because people will be like, who the heck's that? So like different things that I've said, like you wouldn't take advice from, you wouldn't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. Like I have a bunch of little sayings, like I've said like that. Like I want to make stuff like that. Like build women up type things, like body positive, body inspired. It's so funny that like when I left on my hiatus, like everyone was like, she's the biggest bully. It's like when I started here is anti-bullying, like women positive. Like I don't know how I ended up being a bully, but anyway, so I'm gonna do stuff like that, like merchandise like that, like maybe hats and stuff, but like positive sayings like that, things like that. So, and you can do all that at Patreon too. So basically, what's left that YouTube has for me? Ads. Ooh. And then like super stickers and stuff. Well, you can just do like the whole like Cash App or buy me a coffee. So, what about sweatshirts with the ones like what I have on right now? See? Yeah. What I always wanted to do? I wanted to do like an Amazon shop. Because at Amazon, you can have your own little shop and do like an 80s inspired kind of shop. Like not like, oh, clearly you're going to an 80s party. Like, look at that outfit. Not like that. But like something like this. It's like, like 80s-ish. Like kind of thing like that. Like something like that. I was thinking of doing. So then I was like, well, maybe I'll do like that. So, but I can do all that. So I'm like, basically Patreon is just like, it's basically just like YouTube, pretty much. Like I always had it in my head that Patreon was like, because people would be like, they have a Patreon. It sounded like some like she thing, like, oh, you can be like a YouTube member or you can have a Patreon. And it's not. It's like it's the same price. It's $3. It's the same price. Like, I'm keeping it exactly the same. So, I mean, yeah, like I want to do stuff like that. I want to do merchandise like that. I want to do stuff like that. Like I'm just learning about Patreon, but it's got the Spotify thing. Like I have this, God, I do. I'm telling you, you turn 51 and you just break apart. You just fully break apart. Oh my God. She does. She sells cars. There's a car dealership down the road. I wasn't able to type at the time, but I'm listening, but I never got any, you never got a refund. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like, if you're not going to give it to me and give it back to the person. So I'm like, I mean, I'm not going to let it go, because it's literally there are a couple of people who gave me like super stickers and stuff that it's literally like hundreds of dollars, that it's like, if you're not going to give it to me, give it back to these people, like if you're not going to give me my 50% of it, like, and that's the other thing. Patreon takes like 8%. Like YouTube takes like 99%, it's like YouTube takes half, the government takes half, and then there's the money I have to put into it. Like I have to pay for StreamYard and, Discord and all this. So there's the other half. So then there's like 4 halves. And I'm left with the 5th half, and there's no 5 halves and a half and a whole and a half and anything, so it's like, it's ridiculous. But the bad thing is that, like, now that I'm not monetized, I can't go to like that tab and look at everything. Like it's just gone. So I can't look at like my history to see who's done what, like, so how do I show that anything's happened? So I'm like going through lives. Like I went through one live where it showed where someone gave me a super sticker, and like I took a screenshot of it where it said like they donate, whatever, like thing like that. Like I have to do that kind of stuff, which takes hours. But I'm gonna fight for it, because it's like, it's ridiculous. It's like, if you paid this money, like YouTube's just gonna steal it. And now that I know from Jules that they pay on the 21st. So February 20th, I got demonetized right after that. So on the 21st, they should have calculated it. So why is it 0? Because I was still monetized. See, that just makes me even more mad. They do. And that's the other thing, is it's like, the reason I took a hiatus is because you wouldn't help me. Because I was telling you all these things are happening and you wouldn't help me. So I was like, screw it, I'm taking a break. Like I took a break because you couldn't do your job, and now you're going to take my money. Like, screw you guys. I'm taking my toys out of the sandbox and I'm going home. Like, that's how I feel. Like they, it's one thing if they were really great and they took my money, but they suck ass and they took my money. You know what I mean? Well, his credit card is my credit card. So it really doesn't matter. And like, I'm the one who had the money in the relationship. So it really doesn't matter. Like, I'm just taking my own money, basically. But I'm not, I'm gonna, I don't know. There's like, I have to go through each live and look. Like I have to actually screenshot where it says like somebody donated 10 memberships, and then because I can't see anything, So anyway, I know like all the people who are in Patreon, like I'm asking you to look up, like Mr. Pork, I sent you a message in Discord, like what was the date that you were supposed to renew? Because I think what they did was, if your date was after the 23rd, they just like dropped you, and you're just like not on there anymore. And like, I can't see you, I can't tell anything. And like, because I bought a membership to my own channel on February 2nd. So it should have renewed on March 2nd, and it just didn't, and it just disappeared and went away. And, and I should have been paid up until, because it was February only has 28 days. So that would be 24 days. So 6. So I should get 15 days back. I paid for 15 days I didn't get. Where's my refund? I don't have a refund. I didn't get a refund. So, but every time you talk to him, it's like, it's like, I hate when they do that. We're like, we understand your channel is important to you and making money is important to you. I'm like, no, it actually isn't. Like, it's not at all. Like, I just want, like, if you're going to say you're going to give a refund, I want you to give her, like, I just hate. And there's someone like with cards back there, just, reading stuff. Like, I hate that. Oh my God. You can't say that. This girl, she's gonna be the death of me. Is what she's gonna be. She's gonna be the death of me. She's gonna be the death of me. And I'm gonna let her put. And I was saying that we're gonna do. So we're gonna do it. The Queen got roofie, and it's gonna be her and me. And the first one is I was gonna let her put filler in my lips, but now I'm not so sure. she's going to be thinking about sex and all this other stuff. And then I'm going to look like a Bratz doll at the end of it. Come in looking like a Bratz doll. Yes, you can. You're human. But isn't that like horror? Like, you know, it's like they're such liars, you know? Like, it's like it just bugs me. It just bugs me. And I don't know. I mean, what more? Like, the only thing I can do is just keep bugging them. Like, and like right now they're just saying, oh, they will get a refund. Like, how long does should it take to give a refund? Because it's been since the 23rd now, so that's now like almost 3 weeks. So it's like, how long is it supposed to take to give a freaking refund? You know, it's like, how many people that work at YouTube does it take to give a refund? Like 27. 1 to write the check and 26 to take a shit on the person giving the refund, because they're not really giving a refund, because they're really just with Rufina using credit cards and having sex or something. I don't even know. Anyway, it's almost 1:30 and I have to pick my kid up in an hour, and the other one's at home and I better go check on him. And so who gives a shit? Well, I just want, if I'm not going to get it, I just want the people to get it. It's a principle thing. It's the principle thing. It's principle. It's all about principle. That's what it's about. So anyway, go to Patreon and let me know if you got a refund or whatever. And if you have any questions, email me. And I swear, I don't know. I'm kind of debating it now. I can't even remember my own emails. I think we're going to do a section called The Queen Got Roofied with me and this crazy, crazy chick here. And I might even let her put filler in my lips. I don't even know. She's got some freaking Russian filler where I don't know where it's going, but it might be going in my lips, but it might not be. I don't know. I'm going to look like a Bratz doll. I'm going to be trying to talk to YouTube, get my refund, going, hello? Is that a refund now? Yeah, I know. Well, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Women shouldn't be assholes to other women. What happened on Friday was like the most stupidest thing I ever saw. I don't know, women are like that. Women are just like, and then they wonder. Women wonder. That's why. People like that ruin it for the rest of us. So anyway, you might see this crazy Russian girl here soon. Here's Patreon. Go to Patreon and watch something normal after this. Watch something normal. And tell me if you got a refund and all that good stuff. Maybe next time I'll bring Sam out. All right. I love you guys, as always. You could do anything with your time, but you sat here with crazy me and reading the other crazy one's text. So stay tuned for my lip filler and sex and drugs and rock and roll and all that. I love you guys. Bye.